And a pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome into another night of high school volleyball on Hometown Media. Tonight should be a good one out of the Northeast Corner Conference as 12-4 Angola plays host to 15-5 Garrett. Garrett in second place in the conference right now, just due to the fact they've played more games in conference than Angola. Tonight would put the two even and a tie for second place should Angola pick up the victory here tonight. But they are both chasing West Noble, that is 16-1 on the season and undefeated in NECC play. Angola coming off a 3-0 sweep of Fremont here on Tuesday night and looking to keep the momentum going in conference play tonight as they play host to the Garrett Railroaders. We'll step away and we'll come back and we'll get you set with set one. Angola and Garrett is coming up next right here on Hometown Media.
Good evening. On behalf of Angola.
Steuben County REMC wants to give your students a memorable experience this summer. For an unforgettable day, high school students can apply for Page Day and spend the day in session with the Indiana Senate. High school students looking for a trip of a lifetime, check out the Indiana Youth Tour and have the Washington, D.C. experience. For your younger students in the 6th grade wanting to spread their wings, Touchstone Energy Camp is perfect for them. We can't forget the young artists in the family. Students of all ages can submit their artwork to the Cooperative Calendar Art Contest. Did I mention it's all free? Find out more information or apply at www.remcsteuben.com.
Are you ready to join the Triton Metal Products starting lineup? You could be a Triton if you have grit, a strong work ethic, and you're ready to make a meaningful difference in your life. Triton offers excellent pay, great benefits, and we will train you. Join an elite team of minds plus machines. Apply now at tritonmp.com/careers. Are you ready to join the Triton Metal Products starting lineup? You could be a Triton if you have grit, a strong work ethic, and you're ready to make a meaningful difference in your life. Triton offers excellent pay, great benefits, and we will train you. Join an elite team of minds plus machines. Apply now at tritonmp.com/careers.
Welcome to Sports Stop, located in the Lakeland Commons in Fremont, one of the largest sports cards and memorabilia shops in the state of Indiana, specializing in sports cards, Pokemon, Loricana, signed and unsigned memorabilia, and more.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
The hometown life is a good life. Morning coffee at a local cafe. Friendly people who always take the time to stop and say hello. Our hometown is a great place to build a future. We're here to help you do it.
This is where I work.
But this place,
it's also where I live.
Sometimes people talk about a community hospital.
And what they mean is a destination, a street address.
But here it's deeper than that.
Here, community is not about a place.
It's about people.
People who want help living healthier lives.
And the people helping them get there.
The true destination is health.
And that's why now, it's in our name.
Jeremy Bracey with Remax Results is proud to serve our community with the same heart and dedication you see on game night. Whether you're buying or selling your first home or selling your next, Jeremy is here to guide you every step of the way. Call 260-466-5037 and let's reach your goals together. Jeremy Bracey with RE/MAX Results. Tonight's game is also brought to you in part by Autocraft Auto Body. They specialize in collision repair, frame repair, custom paint and body, as well as classic restorations. And remember, you've got the right to choose who does your insurance work, not your insurance company. Call Rob or Jamie for an estimate at 260-665-0077 or stop by and see them at 1001 South Wayne Street in Angola. We are just about set to get going with set one here on a Thursday night, as Garrett, as we mentioned, 15-5, has come on the road. They have not been on the road much this season, but they have made the trip over to Angola tonight to take on the Hornets. Angola will be dressed in the purple. They will be on the right side of your screen. Meanwhile, Garrett is in the maroon. They will be over to the left side of your screen as we play here tonight. Of course, like college volleyball, high school used to change ends between sets, but that all ended during the COVID period, and it worked so well they just stayed with it. So we are just about set to go here on a Thursday night. As the officials are making their final adjustments. And Garrett will serve first, and it'll be Rylan Floto, the junior, to get us underway. Harris aimed for that back corner, but a good play defensively by the Railroaders. Shot over for York. Harris again got it over. Well played that time by Callie Hamilton. They'll get it to Harris again, and she finds the open spot. And Angola grabs the early 1-0 lead. Pretty good volley to start us off here tonight. Maddie Conrad to serve now for the Hornets. Of course, heading down the home stretch, just a little more than a handful of games left in the regular season for both teams. Here's Sutton, will set it for Harris. And nicely dug out by Gar. And then Angola will get the kill from Harris. And the Hornets grab an early 2-0 lead. Conrad to serve again. Gar digs it out. And blocked at the net by Harris. And it's 3-0 Angola. There's the floater from Conrad, and she'll get the ace out of it. We see her pull that out of her bag of tricks from time to time. And goes with that floater, and it really throws the defense off on the other side. Free ball for the Hornets. Here's a set again for Harris and another kill, and it's 5-0. Angola off to the fast start here on their home court. That's into the net, and Garrett's on the scoreboard. So Sarah Depew back to serve now for Garrett. Of course, also a member of the Lady Railroader basketball team. And Harris again with a big swing, but that just misses wide. And two quick wins by the Railroaders. Now set Harris again, and It's a kill off the block. And no doubt the game plan early for Angola, it's to go to Harris often. Aspen Sutton back to serve now for Angola. Hornets with the early 6-2 lead here in the opening set, and that just misses the corner. And the service there will be a point for the Railroaders and side out for Garrett. Peyton Grindstaff back to serve now for Garrett. Angola's going to have to get this one over. That's too many hits. And the point to the Railroaders. So as fast a start as it seemed like Angola got off to here tonight, the lead is only 2 as Garrett has just pecked away and stayed close. And that's right on the line, and that's an ace. Peyton Grindstaff, the sophomore, Grindstaff, excuse me. And that'll be another ace, and just like that, we're tied at 6. They'll set up for Harris this time on the other side, and she'll get the kill, and Angola's back on. Nope, just missed it. And Garrett has their first lead at 7-6. And Angola wants a timeout. We'll take a quick break with them. Back after this. Garrett 7-6, first set on Hometown Media.
Steuben County REMC wants to give your students a memorable experience this summer. For an unforgettable day, high school students can apply for Page Day and spend the day in session with the Indiana Senate. High school students looking for a trip of a lifetime, check out the Indiana Youth Tour and have the Washington, D.C. experience. For your younger students in the 6th grade wanting to spread their wings, Touchstone Energy Camp is perfect for them. We can't forget the young artists in the family. Students of all ages can submit their artwork to the Cooperative Calendar Art Contest. Did I mention it's all free? Find out more information or apply at www.remcsteuben.com.
The hometown life is a good life. Morning coffee at a local cafe. Friendly people who always take the time to stop and say hello. Our hometown is a great place to build a future. We're here to help you do it.
Back to action, and Garrett will pick up another point after a pretty good volley as they didn't take the entire minute for the timeout. Well, 40 seconds, so they were ready to resume play. Grindstaff on a bit of a roll now for the Railroaders, and the kill for Kendall Holman off the top of the tape, and that threw the defense off, and Angola snaps the streak and pulls back to within 1. It's 8-7. And this will be a free ball for Angola, played by Harris. The set and the kill for Kinsey Barron. And an ace. Found the open spot. Angola's rallied back in front, 9-8. And just inside the line, back-to-back aces for Maya Harris. Of course, we'll play collegiately next year at the University of Illinois. And into the net. I think her own student section may have thrown her off a little bit on that one. So it's a 1-point Angola lead, 10-9. as Kesterkey goes back to serve for the Railroaders. And into the net, service error. And it'll be point inside out Angola. Harris will set it. And the kill for Chloe Stander, who has played really well the last couple of weeks. And that'll be a kill for Kendall Holman. And just as quickly as Angola fell behind, they are now back in front by 4, 13-9 here in the opening set. Angola won the JV match by a score of 2-0. Well played by Harris. There's the set again for Stanner. And a big swing from Kaylin York, but misses just outside the line, and it's 14-9 Angola. And Garrett wants a timeout. We're back after this. You're watching high school volleyball. It's powered by the Steuben County REMC on Hometown Media.
Welcome to Sports Stop, located in the Lakeland Commons in Fremont, one of the largest sports cards and memorabilia shops in the state of Indiana, specializing in sports cards, Pokemon, Loricana, signed and unsigned memorabilia, and more.
Back at the Hive in Angola. Major League Baseball score for you there on the bottom of the third. Tigers trying to pull back even in the AL Central with Cleveland, and they lead the Guardians 3-1 early. Series could go right down to the final weekend. Collision out there amongst Garrett players. Blocked at the net. Bixler and Holman were there. Nope, they're going to say, oh, referee made a mistake. He signaled Garrett, and then he said, my mistake. And point goes to Angola. It's 15-9. And off the block, that'll be a point for Garrett. Kayla and York with the big swing. Five-point Angola lead as McKenna Naglack will go back to serve now for the Railroaders. And that's off of Harris and out of bounds. And that'll go down as an ace for Naglack. And it's 15-11. Let's say this match tonight has a high potential to go 4, if not all 5 sets. We'll see. That service is deep. And the service error will give a side out and point to Angola at 16-11. Now Callie Hamilton is going to check off the Angola bench and go back to serve. Played by Stanner. Sutton with the set. Back to Stanner, and that'll be a kill for Chloe Stanner. Bixler able to get it over. Received by Harris. And Bixler a little more behind that one, gets the kill, and it's 18-11. And Depew had it blocked at the net, but it's out of bounds. Point Garrett. Stanner again. And well played by Garrett. They'll get it over. Conrad to Stanner again, and that's not coming back, and it's 19-12. You look at the scores from the teams that these two played this year, and they're very, very similar. They both lost 3-0 to West Noble. 3-0 wins over teams like Westview and Fremont. Very similar. And again, that's Bixler. And Garrett wants another timeout. We'll take it with him. We're back after this. You're watching high school volleyball on Hometown Media.
This is where I work.
But this place,
It's also where I live.
Sometimes people talk about a community hospital.
and what they mean is a destination, a street address.
But here it's deeper than that.
Here, community is not about a place.
It's about people.
People who want help living healthier lives.
And the people helping them get there.
The true destination is health.
And that's why now it's in our name.
20-12, Angola has got to that number that it's downhill from here for a set. At least it seems that way. 20-12, it's an 8-point lead as they inch closer to set point. They got off to the 5-0 lead. Garrett came storming back to take a 2-point lead on a couple different occasions. And then Angola's went on a run here of late to put some distance between themselves and the Railroaders. Stanner back to serve. Well received by Gar. Now they'll set it up for Bixler again. Gar again keeps it alive. Depew with a big swing. This may be the best volley of the night. And Harris will end it. That was by far the best rally of the night between these two teams, and Angola gets the point. It'll be a free ball for Garrett, and it's on the antenna, and that's a point for Angola, and the Hornets have now run their first set lead to 10. Not to get too comfortable, but we've seen the tides change in a lopsided first set score before. Garrett's going to have to get this one over, and Kesterkey does. And Garrett will get the point. As the ball kind of got jammed up there at the net, and Angola couldn't do much with it. So the lead is 9. This is Riley Floto to serve now for Garrett. Big swing by Kesterkey, but blocked at the net by Harris. Angola gets the point. Or no, point goes to Garrett. Landed out of bounds. 22-14. And that's off Hamilton, and it's 22-15. Big swing for Harris. And that hits inside the line, and it's 23-15, and Angola will try to get to set point with this one. Again, the setup for Kesterkey. Well played by Stanner, and the punch over by Sutton will take us to set point. (24-15). Angola trying to close out the first set. Conrad floats it over. Ball was deflected at the net by Harris. Gets it right back on the set, and that'll do it. Angola takes the first set over Garrett by 10, 25-15. We'll come back and have set two for you in just a matter of minutes. You're watching high school volleyball. It's powered by the Steuben County REMC on Hometown Media.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Are you ready to join the Triton Metal Products starting lineup? You could be a Triton if you have grit, a strong work ethic, and you're ready to make a meaningful difference in your life. Triton offers excellent pay, great benefits, and we will train you. Join an elite team of minds plus machines. Apply now at TritonMP.com/careers.
Welcome to Sports Stop, located in the Lakeland Commons in Fremont, one of the largest sports cards and memorabilia shops in the state of Indiana, specializing in sports cards, Pokemon, Loricana, signed and unsigned memorabilia, and more.
Jeremy Bracey with Remax Results is proud to serve our community with the same heart and dedication you see on game night. Whether you're buying your first home or selling your next, Jeremy's here to guide you every step of the way. Call Jeremy Bracey at 260-466-5037 and let's reach your goals together. Jeremy Bracey with Remax Results. Tonight's match also brought to you by Autocraft Auto Body. They specialize in collision repair, framework, custom paint and bodywork. They even restore the classics. And don't forget, you've got the right to choose who repairs your vehicle, not your insurance company. Call Rob or Jamie at Autocraft Auto Body, 260-665-0077, or stop in and see him for an estimate at 1001 South Wayne Street in Angola. Well, the Hornets take the first set by a final of 25-15. As we said, we've seen a lot of times where teams win that first set by 12, 10, 8 points, and then come back, and that second set is extremely difficult. The momentum can switch that easy. And Garrett's won 15 matches on the season, so you know they're not just going to go away. It'll be Stanner to serve for Angola as we get set two underway. Played by Conrad, almost into the net. Good save by Sutton, and the kill for Maya Harris. And Sutton was able to get that set up for Harris, working with very limited space right up against the net. Stanner will move over a little farther to the right for this serve. Played by Gar. And the set for Depew off the block, and Garrett gets the point. Riley Floto puts it back in play with the serve. I'll set this back over on the right side for York, and it's out of bounds, and that'll be a point for the Hornets. Did talk to some folks from Garrett, and they played so many home matches, they weren't quite sure how their young team would respond playing on the road tonight. And that's a big swing from Kinsey Barron and another kill for Angola, and it's 3-1. There's another floater from Conrad. And they'll set this one up over on the left side. Big swing from York, but missed it wide. And it's 4-1 Angola. Winner of this match would have sole possession of second place in the NECC, and that's blocked at the net by Barron and Harris. Right now, Garrett, just by the number of games they've played, a couple more than Angola, are listed in second place, but virtually they're tied. Both with one loss, and that was to West Noble. Blocked at the net, but it falls on Angola's side of the net. That'll be point and side out for the Railroaders. As McKenna Naglak comes back off the bench and in to serve for Garrett. Big swing for Harris, and that's off of Gar, and that'll be a kill for Maya Harris. Received by Gar. And the dump over from Kesterkey, and that'll be a point for Garrett. She just found the open spot and was able to dump it in. And it's 6-3 Angola. Floto with the serve. And the runner from Maya Harris. And it's an Angola point. And side out Hornets. And another ace for Harris. Tell you what, when the two teams are even like they are tonight, Harris is a huge difference maker. We've seen it over and over again this year. And that's just outside the line. That was close. Side out Garrett. Amelia Kesterkey back to serve. And Sutton kind of got that in a bad spot. There wasn't a whole lot she could do with it. Point goes to the Railroaders. It's 8-5. Angola have to get this one over. And the shot from Stanner into the net. And Garrett has crept back to within two here in set two. 8-6 Angola. Sutton with the set for Stanner, just missed that back line, and Garrett is pulled to within one. It's 8-7. Three straight for Amelia Kesterkey. Stanner, well played by Gar. Left side to Pugh, had it blocked at the net by Holman. And that stops the run and gives Angola back a 2-point lead. It's 9-7. Well, it's back in the day. 6, 7, 8 years ago, these two had some all-out wars on the volleyball court. Both teams were very talented. And that'll be a point for Garrett. Mishandled by Angola. And it's 9-8. That was a big swing from Stanner, and she'll get credit with the kill. Callie Hamilton will check in off the bench to go behind the service line for the Hornets. Angola's got a chance to set this one up, and they do. Got a good swing from Bixler, but it was played well by Garrett. They'll go the other side for Stanner. Got a good swing, but blocked at the net, and nobody home beyond the back line. And Garrett gets the point, and it's 10-9. Gar back to serve now for Garrett. Stanner again, that'll be a kill. As that came at Gar at a really weird angle, and not much she could do with it. So here's Kendall Vanderwall back to serve. Another one of that talented sophomore class for Angola. And that'll be a kill. It'll go for Kesterkey. And Garrett again back to within one. It's 11-10 as the two teams have gotten into point trading mode here for a bit. Played by Hamilton. There's the set by Sutton and the kill from Harris. So again, they trade points. Angola back up by 2. There's another floater by Conrad. And the big swing is deep from York. And Angola goes up 13-10. Right in the middle. Angola did a nice job to keep that alive. Now they'll have to get it over, and Conrad does. Gar will set it. That's Kesterkey. Well played by Angola. Here's Harris. And Gar with a nice reception. Kesterkey again. Big left-handed swing. Played well by Angola. Back to Harris. Gar again with the reception in the set. That's blocked at the net. York. Well received from Conrad. Harris had hers blocked at the net. Then the punch over by Bixler. Got it again. Man, what a point this is. And then Harris goes with a dump over, and hello, set herself up perfect on the return, and it's 14-10, but wow, what a point. That was the best point of the night by far. Lots of great action in that point. Hornets by 4. York. Received by Vanderwall. Harris again. And it's just inside the line. And Angola's run the lead to 5 now. It's 15-10. And Garrett wants the timeout. We're back in a minute. You're watching high school volleyball. It's powered by the Steuben County REMC.
Welcome to Sports Stop, located in the Lakeland Commons in Fremont, one of the largest sports cards and memorabilia shops in the state of Indiana, specializing in sports cards, Pokemon, Loricana, signed and unsigned memorabilia, and more.
Back at the Hive in Angola, Jeremy Bracey with Remax Results is proud to serve our community with the same heart and dedication you see on game nights. Whether you're buying your first home or selling your next, Jeremy is here to guide you every step of the way. Call 260-466-5037 and let's reach your goals together. Jeremy Bracey with Remax Results. Back to action, Angola with their biggest lead here in the second set as they've run it to 5 at 15-10. And Conrad's serve is just a tad deep. And Garrett will get the point out of the timeout, which a lot of times the timeout when the other team is on the serve is designed to do just that, mess up the rhythm, and the Railroaders get the point. McKenna Naglak back to serve now for the Railroaders. And the set and the kill for Chloe Stanner. Aspen Sutton back deep to return now, or serve rather, for Angola. Tipped at the net, played by Sutton. Now Conrad will set it for Harris and just missed the back line, and that's a point for Garrett at 16-12. We saw Angola drop the first 2 sets to Woodland actually a week ago tonight, last Thursday, and then come roaring back to win the next 3. It's never in the bank until you've got all 3 of those cashed out, and that's blocked at the net, and it's out of bounds, 16-13. Floto to serve again. And that came right back at Kendall Holman. It wasn't much she could do with it, and the Railroaders have shrunk the lead to 2 at 16-14. Hornets took the first set, 25-15. And that is off of Floto and out of bounds. That'll be a point inside out for Angola. Tigers have extended their lead over the Guardians now to 4-1 in the 5th inning. Detroit still batting. And that's just deep. Service error gives the point to Garrett, and it's 17-15. We've seen a few different occasions tonight where these two teams have just traded points several times, and Garrett returns the favor on the service error and the point to Angola. It's 18-15. Now Paige Snyder is going to check in for the Hornets. Another one of that pretty deep sophomore class and a lot of sports. And nobody home. Angola gets the point. And it's 19-15. Dump over from Stanner. Big swing played by Harris. Back set for Holman. Off the tip, they got it back over. Harris again, the bump set for Holman. And that's off the block and out of bounds, and it's a point for Angola. Blocked at the net right there where Garrett really had not a lot of room to do anything with it and couldn't. And it's 21-15, and the Railroaders want another timeout. Tonight's match is brought to you in part by Autocraft Auto Body. From the classics to the contemporaries, they do it all. Collision repair, frame repair, custom paint and body. They even restore the classics. And don't forget, you've got the right to choose who repairs your vehicle, not your insurance company. Choose Autocraft Auto Body, 1001 South Wayne Street in Angola. Give Robert Jamie a call, 260-665-0077. Hornets took the first set, 25-15, and they lead here in set two, 21-15. Whereas Angola came off a weekend where they had a tri-meet with Northwood, who they beat 3-2, and then Chesterton from over in the region area, a team they hardly ever see. And actually, I think it was the first meeting between the two schools, and they dropped that one 3-1, but some pretty good competition for the Hornets last weekend. They lead it here in the second set, 21-15. And that's out of bounds, and it's a point for Angola. Not going to lie, that far line, it doesn't exist from where we sit. The color and the glare off the floor makes it nearly impossible to see. And Garrett won't get that over, and it's 23-15. And Garrett tried to set it. Nobody come to claim it. And it falls harmlessly to the floor. That'll take Angola again to set point at 24-15. And the big swing from Stannard just misses the back line. And that'll be a point for Garrett. And it staves off a second set win for Angola for the time being, at least. That's deep. And a point for the point for Angola, and that's going to do it. Angola takes the second set by a final of 20-16. We'll take a break. We're back with more in minutes. You're watching high school volleyball, powered by the Steuben County REMC. And Garrett gets on the board first here in the third set. They lead it 1-0. And a big swing from Stanner, but it's into the net, and it's 2-0 Garrett. And Harris blocked at the net, but it's out of bounds. Point Angola. It's 2-1. Be Chloe Stanner back to serve now for Angola. Set it up for Floto. Well played by Angola. Big swing for Harris, who now is over on the far side of the court, and Angola is tied it at 2. Hornets looking for a 3-0 sweep. Garrett trying to get it to a fourth set. And a tape job, and it falls over for Chloe Stanner, and Angola has their first lead of the third set. Vanderwall's checked in now on the front row for the Hornets. That just barely cleared the net. And Harris gets the kill off the overpass, and it's 4-2 Hornets. And a quick timeout taken by Garrett. We'll take a break with them. Back after this, Angola 4, Garrett 2 in the third set on Hometown Media.
Welcome to Sports Stop, located in the Lakeland Commons in Fremont, one of the largest sports cards and memorabilia shops in the state of Indiana, specializing in sports cards, Pokemon, Loricana, signed and unsigned memorabilia, and more.
This is where I work.
But this place,
It's also where I live.
Sometimes people talk about a community hospital.
and what they mean is a destination, a street address.
But here it's deeper than that.
Here, community is not about a place.
It's about people.
People who want help living healthier lives.
And the people helping them get there.
The true destination is health.
And a big block at the net from Garrett, but it goes all the way out past the back line, and Angola will get the point. Angola's run it out to a 3-point lead here in set 3. It's 5-2. York was able to get it over, tried to go opposite side, but Angola played it well. Harris on the other side will get the kill. And it's 6-2 Hornets. And the service there, it'll be point and side out Garrett. This is McKenna Naglak back to serve now for the Railroaders. And anytime Angola can get it to Harris near the line, they kind of get that result. Seven to 3 Angola. And it'll be Conrad back to serve. And Harris will get another kill. In the matches Garrett has lost, they lost at East Noble 3-1. Eastside beat them 2-1. That was in a tournament. And they lost to Manchester 2-1. West Noble beat them 3-0, and they lost to Lakewood Park last week by a score of 3-2. Right now they trail at 8-3. Vanderwall get it over. Depew, big swing, well played by Stanner. And Vanderwall tried to find an opening in the court, but Garrett closed it well. That's blocked at the net, and Angola's got the point. And the Hornets run their lead to 6-3. And Conrad back to serve, played by Gar. Depew got a big swing. Well received by Stanner. Now Vanderwall with a good swing, and Kendall Vanderwall will get the kill. Well received by Stanner. A bump set for Barron, was able to get it over. That ball was tipped at the net, then off Stanner and out of bounds. That'll be a point for Garrett. A service there, and Angola gets the point right back. Angola's next match after tonight will be a short road trip out State Road 20 to Prairie Heights. Big swing from Holman. And then a little bit of confusion between Harris and Holman on who was going to handle that one, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be a point for the Railroaders. It's 11-5. And now back to serve will be Peyton Grindstaff. Good effort by Vanderwall, but just couldn't quite get there in time. And the ace for Grandstiff. And that'll be another ace. So Grindstaff, I think I mispronounced that a second ago. Back to serve again as Garrett tries to inch a little bit closer. They've cut it to 4 here in the third set, 11-7, trying to get it to a fourth set. As Holman hits it into the block, but it falls right on Ryland Floto, and that'll be a point for Angola. Callie Hamilton now to serve for the Hornets. Played by Stanner. Back set for Holman, and that's a kill. And Angola's run the lead right back to 6. It's 13-7. And it's 14-7, and Angola starting to put this game in danger territory for Garrett, where they're close enough to 25 that it's really hard to catch up. It's tipped at the net. It'll fall to the ground, and the point for the Railroaders. And that'll send Depew back to serve. Back into the Garrett lineup, Kaylin York, as she's in to replace Naglak. Holman with another big swing and a kill. Paige Snyder back to serve now for Angola. Blocked at the net. Holman was there again. She's had a nice run of points here for Angola. Snyder to serve. That was a big swing for Kesterkey. Angola couldn't handle it, and that'll stop the momentum. And it's 16-9, side out Railroaders, as Kaylee Garr, the freshman, will go back to serve. She set a school record for digs in their match with Lakewood Park last week. Holman will get it over, and Angola gets the point right back. Gracie Fulton has now checked in for the Hornets and will go back to serve. Kesterkey with a big swing. It was blocked at the net by Angola, but it goes out of bounds. And the Railroaders will get the point and the side out. And it'll be Rylan Floto, a junior, back to serve. Sarah Depew and Emma Loeffler, along with Miley Sparkman, the only three seniors on the team, but Depew the only one with any extended playing time, and Angola will get the point. This is a pretty young Garrett team we're seeing here tonight. And that just missed the back line. Point Railroaders. McKenna Naglak back in to serve as Kaylin York will go to the bench. You're trying to get back in it, but it's starting to get a little late for the Railroaders. And the service error will give the point to Angola. Angola won the first set 25-15, took the second set 25-16, and they lead here in the third set 19-11. There's a knuckleball again from Conrad. They'll set Harris up over on the far side, and when she gets that, that is very hard to defend. Barron got a good swing on it. Well played by Garrett, and then Barron and Vanderwall there to make a wall. Well, somebody must have been in the net. Missed the call. So it's 20-12 now instead of 21-11. And Vanderwall will get the kill. That'll be an ace for Harris, and Angola creeps closer to a 3-0 sweep. Now 3 points away. And Holman just missed it wide. Big swing, but just missed on the opposite side of the line, and it's 22-13. So this game is staying right in line with what the scores of the first two sets were. And Holman's swing is deep. It's 22-14. Vanderwall with a tip. Gar. It's well played by Stanner. They'll set it for Holman, and she finds a hole. Or nope, they're going to say it was a handball. And Garrett will get the point. It's 23-15. I think that scoreboard still says 14, so nope, now goes to 15. And it'll be 23-15. At least one thing, these two teams have been consistent with the scores tonight. 23-15, 23-16, or 25-16, and we're right at 23-15 again. And Angola was in the net, and they'll have to wait a bit longer to get to set point. Depew back to serve for Garrett. Well, received by Conrad. Big swing for Stanner. Conrad, another good reception. Angola will get it over and just missed as Clara Bussemer tried to spin and get it over, and it just missed the line, and the point to the Railroaders. It's 23-17. Stanner with a nice save. This will be a free ball for Garrett. They'll set it up over that far side for York. Nice swing, but well played by Angola. And Stanner will get another kill. That'll take Angola to set point. Now we're going to have a substitution as Abrielle Adams is going to check in now for the Hornets and try to finish it off. And that'll be deep, and the Railroaders live to fight for another point. Kaylee Gar, the freshman, back to serve. And Angola was in the net. And Garrett creeps a little bit closer. A couple of points away from starting to make this interesting. Played by Ashton, the home crowd getting a little antsy right at the moment. And that'll do it. Angola wins the third set by a final score of 25-20. And they win the match by a final of 3-0.
Varsity team travels to the Warsaw invite this Saturday, and our JV team travels to the Leo invite on Saturday as well.
So congratulations to Angola, picks up a win. They are now 13-4 on the season. With a loss, Garrett falls to 15-6, and Angola will take over second place in the Northeast Corner Conference behind West Noble. That's going to wrap it up here tonight. Thanks for tuning in.